Hey guys, Jake here, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be recording Hive Week 1 with John versus Hiker. This is a pretty spicy matchup, so I thought I'd try and catch it live. I do know some of LeJohn's sets, so I'm going to switch the sides. But just looking at team matchup, you kind of see that basically Hiker definitely has some big threats to LeJohn's team, such as the Lopunny. LeJohn's only switching has no reliable recovery, so that can definitely go ham, but LeJohn does have some decent options for choice Scarfers, so this will definitely be interesting. Krookodile also looks like a big threat to LeJohn's team just because his only switching is Rotom, and that gets shipped as well. Just the offensive core of Krookodile and Rotom looks really nice, and also the Mimikyu just really goes in. That's not a Mega Kangaskhan, by the way, it's a regular. LeJohn left his, I believe, Mega Diancie on the bench, which does make sense because there's a Bronzong, but Hiker's gonna lead off with the Krookodile, and LeJohn leads off with the Excadrill. Not a great start for LeJohn. He's definitely gonna be forced out. I know this is Scarf Excadrill, so he can't really stay in. So this is a great start for Hiker. He can kind of just click. I think he can either set up Rocks or click Knock. I don't think EQ is a play when there's a Rotom in the back. But yeah, definitely a good start. I don't think there's any possibility that LeJohn stays in here. This Scarf Drill is really good versus Hiker's team if he manages to remove the Pelipper. Like once he gets chip on, like if he gets rid of the Pelipper and gets chip on this Crook, this extra really goes in. So I think he's definitely gonna also try and wanna win with this. I'll just go over LeJohn's stats real quick because I do have them. He is Scarf Excadrill, I believe. He is also I think he's Scarf Special Hoopa, just Life Orb Scolipede, as Hiker does go for the knock, and LeJohn went into his Rotom. As expected, that's probably just a pretty physically defensive Rotom. Let me check. Yeah, just pretty physically defensive Rotom right there. Oh, my screen is glitching. One sec. Alright, should be back to normal. Yeah. Yeah, the Krookodile is gonna set up Rocks. Very nice play by Hiker, knowing that there's a Roserade in the back, and he probably won't click Hydro Pump. So yeah, I like that play in Hiker's end, but that does give LeJohn some information on this Krookodile set. He knows it's definitely like not Scarfed. It's probably just a bulkier set with Rocks. I believe that that is a lot of offensive investment right there though. So yeah, definitely. I think Hiker definitely wants to preserve health in this. So yeah, LeJohn just tries to clicks Defog because Rocks are pretty annoying especially for Scolipede and the Mesprit. Brings in his Roserade, and this Roserade is looking like a big threat. I believe LeJohn is specially defensive Kangaskhan to deal with this Roserade, so I would not be surprised if that's his play. Kangaskhan is very bulky, and it has Wish plus Protect, so he can probably deal with Roserade unless it's something like Life Orb, Leaf Storm, which I think on the team does look very nice, but I would also not be surprised if Hiker tries to set up Spikes to try and get chip, because it's not very easy for Rotom to fog versus this team. It does come in on Pelipper and Krookodile, but other than that, not really. It's this is probably in range of Fake Out plus High Jump Kick from Lopunny, and something like a Z move from Mimikyu can knock this out. So yeah, I definitely think LeJohn does want to preserve this though, just so he has something else to switch into Crook, because Crook is a huge threat to his team if this Rotom goes down. Kangaskhan is pressured by it. Hoopa is one of the biggest ways for Crook is just the biggest roadblock to Hoopa winning this game. So I definitely do expect for LeJohn to switch out, and I could also see Hiker pulling a double here. Oh, as he actually goes straight into his. Oh wow, I did not expect him to go hard into Scolipede as it was so good. But he clicked Bloom Doom, so Z Roserade. I definitely didn't expect that. Definitely a nice play by LeJohn, and that does do a lot considering it's 4 times resisted. So I'm thinking that's probably Leaf Storm. That did 40%. So LeJohn goes straight for the SD as LeJohn goes into Pelipper, and this is probably definitely a very very bulky Pelipper designed for taking on the Pelipper. No other reason he'd bring it, because he didn't bring, Hiker doesn't have a Rain Abuser on his draft, so he definitely drafted Pelipper to be a physically defensive wall with its niche typing, so he will definitely probably have for stuff like that. This Scolipede is definitely one of LeJohn's best win conditions, though. I'm not sure what set he is, because he was Life Orb when I asked him, but we had some conversation, and he never really told me what he settled on. But LeJohn just clicks Protect as Hiker goes into his Bronzong, probably scouting for something like a Continental Crush. Continental Crush is definitely a really good bring versus Hiker's team, in my opinion, because he does have stuff like the Torkoal. He does have stuff like the, he has the Pelipper, he has the Torkoal, and those would seem, he also has a Victini, so those would seem like his most two, like, probable options to take on the Scolipede. So I definitely do like the bring of, Rocky Z, so I think that was a good play by Hiker, but LeJohn just, protected, I guess, I don't know, just kind of see what Pelipper wanted to do. But yeah, now he's in versus the Bronzong. As I said, I'm not sure what this is. If this is the Mega Horn, Bronzong will probably die here. I believe Gyro Ball will take out a Scolipede, so LeJohn might be forced to switch out. I see him going into something like X-Control. As LeJohn's team in general just doesn't like switching into Bronzong. Because Rotom will probably take a Toxic. Same with Kangaskhan. Hoopa takes a ton from Gyro Ball. And Mesprit has to be here getting Toxic as well. So I think getting Chip on this Bronzong is really important. If LeJohn can kill this Bronzong right here, though, I think that'd put him in a great position. But yeah, overall, the more I look at it, I don't know. If Hiker just gets some more Chip on the X-Control, Mimikyu is looking really scary, because Kangaskhan and Mesprit don't really deal with it as well. Rotom is in range of +2 Mimikyu easily. Once Excadrill is in range of Shadow Sneak or something. Oh, as LeJohn does have the Z Mega Horn and kills the Bronzong. That's huge. So that could just mean yeah, that is very interesting, because I feel like that might have been an odd Bronzong set. Maybe something because he did have rocks on the Crocodile, which I'm looking back, that's a bit odd. But yeah, he goes straight into his Mimikyu, probably to kill with something like something either like a Shadow Claw or Shadow Claw into Shadow Sneaker. Yeah, he'll probably go for Shadow Claw into Shadow Sneak, knowing that he can take anything here. Yeah, killing the Bronzong is I don't think killing the Bronzong is really nice, just because it's kind of a nuisance to his team. But Hiker does get a lot of good information with that. He knows that it's not Rocky MZ Scolipede, so he knows Pelipper can probably take a hit from it if need be, and kill with a Hurricane. Yeah, and kill with a Hurricane, or maybe force it to take rocks and die a Scald or something. But yeah, Mimikyu is looking really scary. I honestly, oh, he just goes straight into the Kangaskhan on the Shadow Claw. So Kang obviously does have Scrappy, so it can choose to either return or S-Toss right here to break the disguise, or it could Toxic. I know this does have Toxic, but yeah. Oh, Hiker just goes straight into his Crocodile as LeJohn goes for the Toxic. Good play, good play. So Hiker probably wants to get the rocks back up just because Scully is such a big threat. As yeah, LeJohn just goes hard into the Rotom. He really doesn't want that rocks up. Though this is looking, LeJohn's kind of in a weird spot right here, because Hiker could either, oh, he reveals the taunt. That's a really nice play on Hiker, knowing that the Roserade, like, yeah, because he was never Hydroing there ever. So LeJohn just clicks Volt Switch, predicting the Roserade. Nice play. But yeah, now that the rocks are, but yeah, the Rotom is just lower, and it looks like Crook just gets a kill every time it comes in, which is really scary for LeJohn. So he goes into his Mesprit. Pretty weird play. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Hiker just goes for damage on this to get this in range of Lopunny. But also Crook does seem like a good player. LeJohn probably wants rocks to get some more damage with the Pelipper every time it comes in. But yeah, Mesprit would not appreciate taking something like a Leaf Storm from this Roserade though. So yeah, LeJon definitely has to keep that in mind. Something like a Psyshock might kill, I'm not sure, but he does also have the option to go into Crocodile. This is probably U-turn Mesprit though. He could also go like U-turn, but I don't believe U-turn makes U-turn's not a good play. He definitely went into this to get rocks up. Yeah, that's because he would just go into something like Scolipede, Hooper, Excadrill if he wanted to. Yeah, unless he really thinks he'll switch out and was trying to bait something like the Crocodile here, I don't see him doing that. Yeah, I feel like Hiker's best play here is just to either go for the Leaf Storm if it has it. I think that's Leaf Storm based on the damage, but yeah, that's Leaf Storm. That's just 48, which is a bit less than I expected, but yeah, LeJon's able to get up his rocks, which is really nice for him. As here, did he click a U-turn? Yeah, he did click a U-turn, so that's really nice for LeJon. The Crook is almost dead, and LeJon is up 6-5, and the Crook is almost dead. LeJon's in a pretty nice spot right now. This Crocodile is low, so the Hoopa is looking scarier and scarier. Getting the talk, I honestly think Hiker made a big misplay going into this Crocodile versus the Kang, because it just made basically it just made him more likely to lose to the Hoopa. Because once this Crocodile goes down, Hoopa can kind of click Psychic. I believe it's Special Scarf, and once Mimikyu dies, that just kind of wins. So I think Hiker, even though it's low, Hiker could try and preserve this Crocodile. Like go straight into his Pelipper, as he knows that LeJon is probably not SDing or clicking Rock Slide here or Poison Jab. So that is a play I could see Hiker making. LeJon probably just wants to get rid of the Crook here though. Yeah, that Leaf Storm only did 48, but the thing is now that Mesprit is definitely rangeable. As yeah, he does go into the Pelipper as LeJon just clicks Mega Horn. Yeah, as I expected. I haven't seen an item from the Pelipper yet. I'm not really sure what that could be. It's probably not Damp Rock, as obviously he has no reason to try and prolong rain on this team. I don't think he's Charity Berry by the way he went Bronzong versus the Scolipede in an attempt to scout the Z move. I feel like that Mega Horn, I don't know. Oh, LeJon just goes straight for the Poison Jab. That does nothing, but he does get the Poison, which is very big, as now the Pelipper is just a lot more pressured in general. So now that it's poisoned and it's pressured, I can definitely see, like, LeJon has no reason to stay in anymore. So I can definitely see him trying to either, I don't know. I don't think he wants to sack this at all though, because this is still very nice for revenging the Roserade. I can see him going into the Rotom, but Rotom could be problematic in case Hiker clicks something such as U-turn here, but I don't think that's a good play. Although I don't see Hiker spamming Roost here though. Because this Scolipede is low enough to the point where if it comes in on rocks again, it dies to Lopunny's priority and Mimikyu's Shadow Sneak. So yeah, that's something to consider. Yeah, LeJon's in a great spot right now. The rocks just put this Pelipper. It forced him to Roost, which. Yeah, now that he got this Poison, Hoopa's just gonna scare and scare. He clicks Protect as Hiker goes for the Roost. I don't really understand that play by LeJon's part, because you don't really get much by racking up the turn of Poison, as it's just regular Poison, and yeah, there's a good chance he'd Roost there too. Unless he, yeah, he's SD Protect, Dual Stab. I should have realized that earlier, but yeah. No Rock Slide, so this is pretty much just kinda hard-walled by Pelipper. So yeah, very interesting. Rotom could be a good play here, but then he kinda forces a 50-50. With Sweet. Actually not, because the Crocodile's low enough, but, so yeah. I think Hiker really needs to be wary of. I can honestly see Hiker pulling a double right here into Roserade, as it could catch the Rotom, and I don't think Hiker wants the Rotom hitting in, because if the Rotom does come, Well, this is saying unless he doesn't have a U-turn, but yeah, if the Pelipper doesn't have a U-turn, I'm gonna see him pulling a double, just because. Or he does poison jab again. I don't understand what Lejon's doing right here. I don't understand why I want to sack the Pelipper when Rotom is at 50 and it has its leftovers knocked off. It seems much more expendable, unless he, I don't know. See, like, he can't just go into Hoopa and start firing off Psychics yet, because Krookodile can just pretty much get a free pursuit off. He can probably go into Rotom now, though, and I guess click Volt, but yeah. But yeah, as I said, I think a really crucial turn in the match was when Hiker decides to let his Crook get toxic. If the Crook was higher, this would be a completely different game right now. Yeah. Hiker is never gonna let this get low, because look at Scarf Drill right now. Look at Scarf Drill if this Pelipper goes down. So that's definitely something Hiker needs to keep in mind. He does go into the Hoopa. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I guess he could click Dark Pulse, but that just lets him go into Lopunny. I don't know. I feel like Rotom was just a good enough play, as you either Volt Switch and he goes into Roserade, or he goes Crook and he just takes rocks and poison again, and you can live any hit. Rotom kind of seemed no draw as he goes hard to the Crook. Did he click Dark Pulse? Yes, he does click Dark Pulse, and now Psychic is just looking really good, but the Mimikyu does still have the Disguise, so it's not over. He'll probably go into the Mimikyu right now. I could actually see, yeah, he'll probably go into the Mimikyu, as it doesn't quite know what this Hoopa set is yet. Yeah, he goes Mimikyu, and he probably gets a kill. I could see Lejon probably sacking his Rotom. He doesn't really need the Rotom, it's too low to do anything. He actually goes into his Lopunny, yeah. So yeah, that's a play as well. The only reason I didn't say Lopunny is because it just lets in the Hoopa again, and he can start quick Psychic again. So that's why I don't necessarily agree with that play. I think Hiker had to go into the Mimikyu and try and turn things around, either by SDing on the switch, or just like, yeah, because Mimikyu is just harder for him to revenge, as yeah. But Lejon is just gonna sack the Rotom as it lives in 1, which doesn't really matter. But yeah, this is why I don't agree with going into Lopunny, because now Lopunny comes in and it's just, I guess Hiker will probably sack off his Roserade here and go into Mimikyu then. I guess in the end it didn't matter that much, but I feel like Mimikyu had, yeah, because Lejon is never staying in versus the Mimikyu ever, because there's still an Excadrill around, and I mean there's still a Pelipper around, so Scarf Excadrill can't really clean like Hoopa does. Yeah, I think Lejon's in a good position as long as he doesn't choke, and I might be tweaking, but I believe Kang and Excadrill can live hits on the Mimikyu. If not, this might be different. I don't have a Calc open right now, but Mimikyu may be able to turn things around. Lejon's taking a long time right here. I kind of like what Vest said in chat. He said he's baiting that he isn't Scarf. I wouldn't be surprised if Lejon was doing that right now, as he doesn't really have a reason not to go into Hoopa right now. I guess we're just scared of Mimikyu coming in after, but like, he has to sack him on, and Roserade is definitely his best sack, but I don't know. See, the thing is, once he breaks Disguise, see, something else to consider is that Mimikyu also probably lives a Psychic from Hoopa. So, yeah, Mimikyu will probably, yeah, now that the more I think about it, Mimikyu is more likely to win, so Hiker made the right play. I didn't think that it could probably live a Psychic from Hoopa. I actually don't even know if Hoopa lives a +2 Shadow Sneak. but I don't really see what Legion could go into. Maybe he wants to go into Mesprit and try and T-Wave, but Mesprit is pretty low, and I think he's like a pretty specially invested Mesprit if I recall correctly, so Turn might even kill. His Mesprit's bulk isn't that good. But yeah, I can definitely see one of those plays. Yeah, Drill makes no sense. But yeah, Hiker preserving the Pelipper was key. Because, yeah. Otherwise, Excadrill would just go in. So I believe Lopunny lives any hit from the Excadrill, so that's nice. Yeah, so he does go into the Hoopa, and something will die here to Psychic, or I guess, yeah, something will die here to Psychic. Hiker, like, unless Hiker went, like, hard Mimikyu, but that's a choke because his disguise would be popped, and he'd have to, obviously, like, live the next Psychic, and I don't know. That's not worth it because he just comes in with Drill, and then Hoopa can just come in later and click Psychic because Mimikyu just needs more chip to clean with SD at this point. Roserade just seems like the best overall sack. Not Pelipper just so he can't lock himself into stab. Yeah, Pelipper won't die to any, like, Iron Hit or anything, even after rocks, so. Yeah, Roserade, it kills Mesprit, but it also dies to Hoopa, and Hiker doesn't know what that drill set is either at this point, and Spidefkang can also potentially beat Rose, so. Yeah, this is a close game. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Hiker does consider the fact that Legion waited so long to send this out, but the chat is kind of exposing Legion in that regard, so we'll see. Hiker definitely needs to sack the Rose, though. He needs this to win. Like, I just don't see any reason as to why he should keep Lopunny over Roserade, and Lopunny also just, it can get a kill, like, it can get a kill when it's in on anything besides a Hoopa locked into Psychic, and it can also, eat an Earthquake from the Excadrill, so yeah. Probably calc how much Mimikyu does to Excadrill with +2 Shadow Sneak. I know it doesn't live though, and Excadrill can kill. He does go hard into the Mimikyu. That surprised me a lot. As he goes for the Psyshock. Psyshock is different. I don't know if Psyshock can kill Hoopa, because who's the wrong strong? I'm actually gonna calc this. Hold on one sec. Alright, Mimikyu, Hoopa Unbound, Psyshock. Psyshock does 76 to 90, so that's a roll. Well, that's to no HP Mimikyu, of course, and that's a roll heavily in Hiker's favor. So I think Hiker will switch out. I am very surprised Hiker went hard Mimikyu, but he definitely has a plan in mind considering he won that, and Hiker's a good player. So I think Legion should definitely do something that doesn't let Mimikyu set up 2 SDs for sure. This is a weird situation. Now that I have the calc open, let me see how much Mimikyu does to Excadrill with Shadow Sneak. Okay, yeah, okay, so Mimikyu can, if Mimikyu's Life Orb, or wait, actually it's revealed to not be Life Orb, so that means Excadrill can take a +4 Shadow Sneak, +4 Adamant Shadow Sneak. I probably should have realized that, but I'm not too familiar with Mimikyu and its calcs. But yeah, that's actually really huge because... Yeah, that's huge because Lejon can actually just sack something. Probably like he could. I don't think he should go hard extra drill in case he wants a really like never-ending nightmare, but he could probably go into Kang here. Because now Drill always revenges this. And basically, I don't know. Lejon needs to keep both Hoopa and Drill alive, in my opinion. So I think he needs to find a way to sack either Mesprit or Kang to not load this setup too much. Because Drill can get a kill with Ironhead after once it comes in. He goes hard into the Mesprit. Okay. Let's just go Shadow Claw. So that's great for that. Oh, he is Life Orb. Oh, I forgot he when he clicks Shadow Claw versus Kang, so I didn't know that was Life Orb. But yeah, that's great for Lejon. Now we can just go into Extra Drill, click Ironhead, and claim the kill. And after that Life Orb bit, it just looks like Scarf Hoopa will clean. Lejon definitely shouldn't go into it now because there's good chances the bulk invested. Or actually, I don't know. Fake out. I don't know. Yeah, definitely Fake Out plus Quick Attack might kill. I didn't think of Fake Out plus Quick Attack. We've only seen High Jump Kick in return. But yeah, this can't sweep with the Ironhead yet because he could sack something and then live an Ironhead with Pelipper. Like, he obviously can't go hard into Pelipper, as we'll get to it KO'd by a combination of rocks and poison, but yeah, he does sack the Roserade as expected. Ironhead will take that out. This is a good game. I picked a good game to start this off. So yeah, he can't go into Mimikyu. He either goes into Lopunny or Pelipper. And if he goes into Lopunny, see the Hoopa. Well, every time the Hoopa comes in, it's just take more chip, and that chip will probably might be the difference in Fake Out plus Quick Attack killing. I don't know. Yeah, Lejon actually probably will just win with Lopunny. I mean, Hiker will probably just win with Lopunny, honestly. Depending on the priority he has. This is a pretty back and forth game. When the Crocodile got toxic, I thought Lejon was just in a fantastic spot, but the rocks on Lejon's side have really been playing a huge part. Excuse me. If he goes Pelipper, Lejon, like, I'm not sure if Scald kills Extra Drill because Pelipper is very weak. I could see Lejon making play hard to Hoopa, as it would allow him to basically just get another kill. Well, actually, I don't know because he is Psyshock, so that does make things a little bit more interesting because he can't just clearly frick Psyshock as he would be able to Psychic or something because Pelipper can take Psyshocks much better than Psychic, especially because it's definitely like a very physically defensive Pelipper. Yeah, it's Mimikyu or Pelipper. I feel like Hiker can... Yeah, I think Hiker's place to go into Lopunny, get a kill with High Jump Kick, and then Lejon brings out his Hoopa, because Lejon would either sack off his Drill or his Kangaskhan. Most likely his Kangaskhan. And then just sack. He comes in with Hoopa, sack off. Hiker would sack off the Pelipper as Hoopa clicks Psyshock, and then bring in something like Mimikyu. Actually, Mimikyu is a bit interesting because LeJon could go hard drill, so there's definitely a few ways this end game can go. But yeah, Hiker's probably just trying to find a way where he can win with Lopunny because by getting priority on, like, by killing Hoopa with priority, and yeah, but LeJon can play around it. Something also to consider is if Hiker has quick attack on Lopunny, as he does go into Lopunny. Okay. So Hiker definitely has no reason to not click high jump kick here. I'd be surprised if Hiker like is already thinking about his play. LeJon's probably thinking about I don't know. LeJon will most likely sack Kang here, just because he needs extra drill to he needs extra drill to outspeed and kill the Mimikyu with Iron Head, because I'm actually gonna calc this. I wonder how much Iron Head does to Lopunny. Okay, it does 52 to 61, so Lopunny's well out of range of that. But yeah, high jump kick is definitely his best play here. Jesus, this has been going on for 31 minutes. And it's only 25 turns. Some turns have definitely taken quite a long time. Like, what was the turn that took forever? Yeah, it was when Hoopa just came in on the Lopunny, I think, and Hiker went hard Mimikyu. Yeah, I didn't expect him to go hard Mimikyu, but looking back, that was a good play. Because look, Hiker really needs the sacks to win this game. How much does Fake Out do to Hoopa mount? It does about 33, so Fake Out plus Quick Attack will kill the Hoopa easily. So later on, that's like after rocks. But I caught that because I was wondering if Hiker was power up punch, and he could like power punch here and then kill the Hoopa with Quick Attack, but it is out of range of it. Bro, Genius really out here. He turned on the timer as a Chokin. He doesn't know how to turn it off. Yeah, this is a really tough endgame. I don't blame these guys for taking a long time on this turn. I think LeJon's play, I think this turn is simple, but it's just a matter of what to do. Because there's a lot of scenarios on how it could go when there's a lot of 50-50s with stuff like Lopunny's fake. Because like, LeJon has no idea what Lopunny's moves could be. Like, just looking at LeJon's team, like, Fake Out, Quick Attack is just really nice. Like, versus the team he brought, I don't quite remember his whole draft. Yeah, Fake Out, Quick Attack just hit everything pretty much. I could see him running something like, yeah, I don't know, Fake Out Quick Attack just seems pretty free. So, if he's Fake Out Quick Attack, I don't see a way LeJon can win this. Hiker just has too much priority, so I don't think Hoopa can win. Alright, I'm back. I think that just kind of stopped for a second, but... Alright, yeah, we're still waiting on the same turn. I just resumed like 10 seconds after I realized it stopped, but we're still on the same turn. And, yeah. We're just waiting. I do think Hiker is in a very good spot right now just because... Ooh, LeJon. So we now know that LeJon is taking a long time, as he said in chat. I don't blame him. You know, people are getting mad taking a long time. I take a long time too. It's fine. Don't worry. Take your time. Even though it's making... Even if it's making this recording very long. Still... If it makes for a better game, then so be it. As he does sack the Kang, yeah. And he misses high jump kick. Oh my god, that is huge. That is huge. Wow. Like, they made the plays I thought too, but oh my god. Now Drill... Dude, now Drill kills this, so I don't see a way. I don't see a way. Yeah, I think that just totally changes the game because Drill kills Lopunny. That's really unfortunate. This was such a good game. It was Haxels, and now that happens. Dude, I had a feeling that would miss. Like when I saw the animation veer to the right, I was like, "This ain't it, Chief." Yeah, I don't know. Dude, if LeJon clicked Iron Head as Lopunny clicked... as the Lopunny missed high jump kick, that honestly would have been hilarious. Yeah, this could be Drain Punch Lopunny, I guess, but I don't know. I don't think that's happening. Bro, Sky wilding out in the chat. Nothing new, nothing new. But, yeah. Kang will obviously drop to this Lopunny, but... I don't know. Hiker might try and take advantage of this position and try and SD with Mimikyu. I don't know. It's pretty much over. We clicks return. Probably predicting the protect. But yeah, it's over. That means it's over. He was probably predicting... He was predicting LeJon to protect, pretty much. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. He kind of had to make that play. As protect seemed pretty no drawback for LeJon, but I guess LeJon predicted that. So good on. Also, I just want to point something out. LeJon had inner focus on this Kangaskhan before I told him Scrappy for Mimikyu. I didn't help LeJon that much, but I saw inner focus Kangaskhan. I was like, he has a Mimikyu. Run Scrappy, and that is definitely coming into play here. This is Life Orb. I wonder if he's just gonna... I don't know. Yeah, this is over. Hoopa wins. Hoopa just wins. Definitely a very anticlimactic ending. Like, that would have been a very good ending had I Jump Kick hit. So that's a bit unfortunate. Yeah. Estos will probably 2 a KO this, so he can't just really, like, SD. Though I suppose, I don't know. If LeJon were to like choke and like click Wish or maybe like miss a Toxic, then I can see it. But Estos is 100% LeJon's play because it doesn't allow him to set up 2 times, and if this Mimikyu did set up 2 times, then it would mean that it could probably clean because this is Life Orb. And yeah, like a crit would kill Drill. Yeah, there's no, like, LeJon would have to choke terribly in order to lose this. Yeah, I'm really upset that I'm really upset. Like, I didn't really have any side that I wanted to win, but oh, Trick Room! Oh my god, that totally changes things. Does Play Rough kill? I don't know. Dude, that is huge. Actually, no, I don't know. I don't know if it matters. I don't know how much it matters. I don't know if this has like Drain Punch or something, like Excadrill. But maybe this didn't have SD all this time. So what would he have? He would have, if this is like Trick Room from the start and not SD, which I don't know how likely it is, but yeah, I saw Estos go first and was like, what? What is he going for? And then I remembered that it has different priority, but this is a pretty Spadef Kang, so it might kill. It's a Life Orb Play Rough. But, and he does have enough Life Orb hits to kill everything, so if this is like Drain Punch and manages to kill Excadrill, this is... yeah. Though, if this dies and Legion kills with the Estos, Pelipper can actually maybe clean. I'm not sure, I'm not, like, Pelipper under Trick Room, which is pretty funny. But, yeah, I think it probably comes down to Excadrill living a Scald. I'm gonna count that because a Play Rough from... yeah, Scald will definitely take up the Excadrill. So yeah, Play Rough from this, if it doesn't kill, definitely leave it in range of the Pelipper. So Pelipper might just clean. The defense, okay, does it have enough? So it'll be... what? Oh my god, I didn't think about that. I'm so dumb. Dude. The Kang was still slower than the Mimikyu. I didn't think about that. I thought he'd be... I really thought he'd be like min-speed Mimikyu. Kang's like base 80. But, yeah. This Pelipper can't beat everything, unfortunately, so Legion is gonna cop the Week 1 dub versus Hiker. The Ancient Rivalry, which is kind of cooled down, is, yeah, kinda, they meet again, Hive Week 1, just like last time they played Week 1, Legion got 5-0 or something, so definitely a change. But yeah, because that Mimikyu had Trick Room, I'm pretty sure that, Hiker definitely has the game if High Jump Kick hit, because it could, yeah, like, I don't know, dude, that High Jump Kick miss just sucked. Yeah, Hiker just spamming a Roost, it doesn't matter. So Johnson's gonna try to T-Bolt hit Hoopa. That doesn't really matter. You know, actually, the more that I think about it, I don't really like the high jumping definitely mattered, but I don't think the Mimikyu would have won. It doesn't really set up a Trick Room it doesn't set up a Trick Room Module or Hoopa, so yeah. But Lopunny would just be more likely to win. He didn't have Shadow Sneak though, which is something to note. So it probably would have come down to the Lopunny having the moves on Lopunny. But yeah, I think Hiker still won because Lopunny could eat any hit from the drill and you can just kinda... So Hiker's probably just... okay, so Hiker looks U-turn, not Roost, or am I behind in turn? Yeah, I'm a bit. But yeah. Legion Flames is gonna pick up the dub versus Hiker Toad. So yeah, definitely a very interesting game. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys like this. Yeah, so see you guys next time. Peace.